So you guys, with the door anchor, I sometimes have to do the little bunny ear to make my straps that right length. Because ideally, this carabiner where the straps start is about 6 feet off the ground. And for me, it's about 5.5. So that's how I adjust for that tension, okay? All right, so grab your handles, face your straps, get those shoulders back and down, parallel, hip distance apart. We're gonna start with our footwork, standing squat. So weight in your heels, parallel, hinge hips, then knees, sit back, find your vertical torso, and then push through your heels, rise back up. Use the straps as you sit back to help you find that chair shape. And then press into the heels, lighten the amount of tension you need on the arms. So sit back, and then rise up. Hinge at your hips and knees, and rise back up. So finding abdominals to stabilize your spine as you activate the whole lower body. Sitting back, pulling back up. 3 more, just like that. Sit, and rise up. Sit, and rise up. 1 more time. Sit, and rise up. Now, let's find our Pilates V. So the toes apart, heels together, zipped up narrow. And then for this one, I want you just to reach your hands out in front of you. They're gonna be on a little angle away from you. We're gonna roll the shoulders down, pull the ribs down towards the hips, hover the knees a few inches, or sorry, hover the heels a couple inches off the floor. Squeeze the heels together, and then bend down with the neutral spine, and rise back up. Keep pressing down into your handles, so you feel those arms and scapular stabilizers connect. So just a little pressure as you rise up and down. So as if we were doing footwork in our Pilates stance. Yep, you got it. Down and up, 4 more. Zip it tall. 2 more. And lower down. All right, now we're gonna go parallel again, feet just a little bit apart, and then same arm position. So rise up on your tippy toes in a high half toe position. And then right here, we're gonna keep connected in those shoulders. Your hands are about torso distance apart. And then slide down a little bit and up a little bit. So just like we're on the balls of the feet, in that high half toe footwork position. Stabilizing your spine by drawing your abdominals in. Two, 1. Now bring it down and hold your part way down. Now just move your ankles. Lower and lift your heels. Lower and lift your heels. Little calf and foot articulation. 4, 3, 2, 1. Stand all the way up. All right. So our wide Pilates stance, so I want you to turn out slightly and then separate your feet just the width of like your shoulders, so slightly wider than sits bones, okay? So as if we were in our wide Pilates stance. And now we're gonna go back into the wrist to the ribs, neutral spine, and sit back into that position. Press through your heels, rise back up. So sit down, rise back up. Sit it down, rise back up. Knees tracking over a second or third toe. Sit down and up. Feel all the muscles lengthening as we stand and lower. So they lengthen and shorten. So we get the control of the down and the up. Looks good. 3 more. 2 more. 1. Now bring it down. Hold your spot. Not all the way down, but about 3/4 of the way. Lift your heels. Rise up tall. Lower your heels. Go down. Lift your heels. Stand up. Lower. So sit, heels up, stand, heels down. Knees bend, ankles up, lift, lower. Lower, heels up, stand up, heels down, pause. We're gonna reverse that. So, heels up, tippy toes, lower down into that plie-like squat. Lower your heels, stand up. Tippy toes, slide down that wall. Heels down, stand up. 3 more. Up, knees track towards that second toe. Heels down, rise up. Up on toes, lower, heels down, stand up. Lift, plie, lower, and stand it up. All right, straighten your arms, parallel your feet. Press down, give me that forward fold. Press down, hinge, reach long, breathe. Flat back to start with. And then start by pulling the pelvis under, imprint, and then roll yourself up, pressing into those hands a little bit, and then shoulders down. Okay, we're gonna do that again. So reach the arms long, hinge at your hip, pull the abs in, try to find that neutral flat back fold over. And then roll your spine back up. Again, last time. Hinge, fold forward. And then articulate, peel that spine up. And shoulders down. Very good. Okay, we are gonna come down to the floor for hamstring bridges, okay? So you want your straps to be so that the foot cradles are about 3 to 4. They'd be in that mid-calf, right? So the handle's right below your knees. So if you were sitting on the floor, the bottom of your foot cradles are just at the top of your toes.
I only go this low.
Yeah, I gotta add a piece. Mine's way too short.
Yeah, mine too. This is much.
It's okay if it's a little bit shorter.
I made the cradles longer.
Oh, yeah, you can do that too. Because we're gonna do hamstrings. And then you can keep them longer if you need to. I don't have adjustable cradles. I have the old school TRX circa 2003. So they last forever. All right, you ready, Miss Heather?
I think so.
Okay, so go ahead and bring yourself on your back. Put your heels in cradles and straighten your legs. Okay? All right, arms down by your side. Keep your pelvis down, spine neutral, and start by just pulling your heels in and out. That little hamstring curl, pull them in and out. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, now we're gonna pull those heels in and try to keep them still in space. Know the further away from your anchor point you are, the more challenging this becomes. So find your spot. Now, dorsiflex feet, push your heels down, tighten your abdominals, and then lift your hips up off the floor. And then lower your hips back down. So we're just gonna hold it for a second. Exhale, lift, and inhale, lower. So fire into abs first, and then open the hips and lower down. Pull abs in, open the front of the hips, lower back down. One more like that. Press and lift, and lower back down. Straighten your legs, stay here. All right, abs nice and tight. We're gonna come up into our long line hover. So just lift your hips a little bit and then lower down. So just check a little imprint to peel up and lower back down. So peel it up, hold that long line. Now open and close your legs in that ab and abduction. Open and close, open and close. 4, 3, 2, 1, legs together, hips down. All right, so from here, we're gonna go back into the bridge with the hamstring curl. If you need to stay down, you could just go here and here. Otherwise, we're gonna try that hamstring runner, kind of a reverse mountain climber. So press down into the mat, Tighten, compress your abdominals, lift your hips, pull right knee in, straighten it. Left knee in, straighten it. Try to keep even pressure in both sides of the straps so that there's no seesawing of it. Find hamstrings, pulling the heel in so the heel to the seat, abs in, spine still, pressing down with your arms a little bit. When you finish that second leg, straighten them both and lower back down. Whew, did you feel those?
Oh yeah. Until you've had a month off.
Okay, so stay here. We're gonna do our crisscross abs with the little hamstring. So hands behind the head. We're gonna curl the head and chest up just to the bottom points of the shoulder blades. And then I want you to pull one knee in and twist towards the bent knee. Come back to neutral straight legs. Twist to the other way. Come back in. So it's our obliques, crisscross abs. Exhale, twist. Think about wringing out your waist as you pull. Pull and rotate. Rotate. 2 more each side. This is side 1. Exhale to side 2. Second one to the first side. Second one to the second side. And bring it all the way back. All right. So, bend your knees to grab your straps with your hands. Put your feet on the floor and then adjust if you need to get closer to your anchor point. For me, that's my door, to be able to grab those cradles, okay? So the 100, all right? Legs to tabletop between your straps. And then if it's okay with your body today, curl your head and chest up. Take your legs out on the long diagonal, pointing towards your anchor. And then I want you to open the arms a little bit, close the arms a little bit. So we're gonna inhale, open, exhale, close. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. 4 more. Inhale, exhale. Pull those ribs to the hips. 1 more time. Breathe. Bring it in. And rest it down.
Whew.
Okay, so from here, I'm gonna have you go back to tabletop legs, arms long, curl your head and chest up just to the bottom points of the shoulder blades, neutral spine if you can, and prince if you need to. Now, pressing out and down, hold your arms still, single leg stretch, 1 leg straight, other leg bent, and switch. Exhale as you reach the leg long, pulling one in, pulling abs in. Those deep abdominals, those deep hip flexors, reaching. 3, 2, 1. Both knees in, head and shoulders down. All right, from here, we're gonna rock up to seated, or pull yourself up to seated. And then I wanna come back up to standing. We're gonna go into our rowing. So you wanna shorten your straps, either all the way up, or again for me, I make the little, what I call the bunny ear, right? The rat ears. So shorten them all the way, and then you want them just a little bit higher probably. So that when you are standing with your straps at about 45 degrees, you can pull wrists to the ribs. If you have taller doors, you may be just fine, okay? So shoulders down, feet a little bit apart, and neutral spine, stable spine. We're gonna lean our body away from our straps and then pull back in. You can walk your feet in for more of you against gravity, so pull up. Try to keep those abdominals working to stabilize your back. Even pressure on your straps. And pull. And pull. Give me 3 more. Sorry, I'm gonna make sure it's not Marcy. Yeah. And then bring it up. Straighten those arms, forward fold. Give yourself that same little stretch. Hamstring stretch, hip stretch, and then restack, rebuild your spine. All right, so elbows wide, thumbs the width of your armpit area, shoulders down. That stance can be wide or narrow, right, for more stability or less stability, or you can take a leg away. And then we're gonna do the higher row, okay? So lean your body away, and then pull yourself back to your hands. Finding your angle. So wide feet are more stable, narrow, less stable, 1 foot, least stable. Reach and pull. 3 more. Feel those shoulder blades coming closer to your midline. And bring it up. All right, same strap length. We're gonna go palms up, widen your stance a little bit if you need to for support, shoulders down. We're gonna bicep curl here. So your handles usually rotate a little bit, which makes this a little nicer on the wrist. So we're gonna lean away and then pull hands to the ears, kind of towards the shoulders, but try to keep your elbows in that position. And then find the angle that works for you today, right? Finding the front of that upper arm. Core still active. 2 more. 1 more. And bring it in. Forward fold will feel nice right here. This time more for the arms. And then restack your spine all the way up. Let's take it into our curtsy or the balance crossover leg. So I'm gonna start with the right leg up at tabletop. You can touch the floor or keep it elevated, right? Okay, so shoulders down, we're gonna take that right leg behind, either hover it or put it on the floor, and then come back up. Use the straps as much or little as you need to find your balance, and then activate those legs to bring the pelvis and hips back up tall. So rotate back and come up. Breathe. Yep. 5 more on this leg. 2. Last one, bring it up. All right, other side, ready? Bring the leg up, shoulders down, abs in, so keep those ribs to hips as lined up as you can. Take that left leg behind you, bring it back up. Rotating the pelvis around the femur or the thigh bone as you go down and come back up. Rotate, pull it up. Rotate, pull it up. Four more. Yep. And stand all the way up. Well done. All right. Straighten your arms. Step your right leg back. We're going to go right into the arabesque or warrior 3-like position, right? So your front knee is going to soften and stay stationary. And then from here, tip over like your little teapot. Press into your hands, come back up. Maybe that knee comes to tabletop, or it can tap the floor. Hinge from your hip, reach forward into that arabesque, and then pull it back up. If you want to take this to more of an attitude, as you tip over, you can rotate that pelvis away from the floor, and then bring it back up, whichever version works best for you today. Hinge over, abs are in either way. maybe a little of our attitude. Pull it back up. We're gonna do 2 more of that full range. That standing leg is doing the kind of RDL type move. Glutes and hamstrings lengthen, and then they come back up. Now, tip it over, and then get those hip bones shining to the floor, shoulders open and compress down with the shoulder blades. Now, tap the floor and lift. Find a neutral spine, and lower and lift that leg. I did it. 4. Connect. 3. Reach long. 2. Hold it long. Now bend and straighten that leg. Hamstring curl, or like our single leg kick from the mat, right? Pull it in, reach it out. Pull it in, reach it out. Hips and shoulders are still square to the floor. Last 3, 2, 1. Put that foot down. Forward fold, stretch it out. Maybe shift your hips right to left to release that standing leg. And then soften if you need to in the knees and restack. Bring it up. Okay, other leg. So left leg reaches long. Hips and shoulders square. Belly in. Shoulders long and strong. Okay, tip over like your little teapot. Hinging into our arabesque, soften that front knee. Rise up, either tap the toe to the floor or bring it to tabletop. Pick your level. Tipping over. Keeping continuous pressure on your strap, right? Standing leg, doing a lot of work here as we gesture with the gesture leg. Now if you want to take it into the attitude, as you go back, you can bend that knee and rotate the pelvis open, and then bring it back square as you rise up. And then tip over, maybe open, and coming back up. So hinge first, then extend the hip and open. And then pelvis, hip, closes, stand up. 2 more, full range, whether you're doing arabesque or attitude. Abs are drawing in. Last full range. And now we're gonna tip it over and hold. So tip over, straighten that back left leg. Find your stability, shoulders down, abs in. Now tap the floor, lift the leg. Lower and lift. From the foot, the seat, that swimsuit line. 4, 3, 2, hold this one long. Now give me that hamstring curl and reach. Pull it in and out. Pull it in and out. Ooh, I'm feeling all those arm muscles, core muscles. Last 2. Pull it in, reach it out, stand it up. And then forward fold. Yeah, right? Maybe shimmy or shift side to side to release that. And then soften your knees and come back up. All right. I'm going to grab my buckles or locks and pull those straps a little bit longer. So in the studio setup, these would be pretty long. We're going to go into the chest press series, so you want enough room to angle. Away from your anchor point. Okay. So your little barrel locks, or I still have the old cam buckles, which are metal claw clamps. Okay, hands on your handles, shoulders back and down, ribs in. Wide stance, narrow stance, one leg stance. You decide your stability, and then find your angle that works for you. We're gonna start with the chest press, okay? So shoulders down, abs in, and now bend your elbows, bring your body between your hands, press yourself away from your hand. Hands stay pretty still. The strap shouldn't scrape your arm. If it is, move your hands an inch away from you so you don't get abrasions on your arm from the straps. No scraping. Nice and slow, control. Chest press. 2 more. 1 more. And then walk yourself back up. Okay, we're gonna take it into the chest flag or like hug a tree shape. So find your angle, find your stability, shoulders down, hands are just again, making sure the straps aren't scraping us. You can turn in a little bit. I don't do so much because of just a little angle. Elbows ever so slightly soft, so no hyperextension. And then open and close. So we open and close. So it's that chest fly, hug a tree shape, opening out to a T. Your hands shouldn't really leave your peripheral vision, so don't let them get too far away from you. Pull abs in, head in line with spine the best you can. 3. We got 2 more if you can. 2. 1. And walk yourself up. Now it's time for my favorite, tricep. My favorite tricep. I have lots of favorites, but. So you guys, I really want you to find those shoulder blades down on your back. Hands can be a little bit apart. We're making your little diamond or triangle shaped like salute. Pull ribs down, and that scaption where the shoulder blades are slightly protracted and flat on your back, right? Now bend your elbows, bring your forehead towards your hands, and press the leg. You can aim the elbows more towards the wall away from you to get a little bit more isolation. But if you feel this in your upper traps or up in that neck, you are not connecting in those scapula, right? So find those stabilizers. Find the front and back of the armpit while you eccentrically control your bend and your straighten. Are we finding it yet?
Yeah.
Yeah, right? 3 more. Rest. 2. Rest. 1. And bring it back. All right. Roll out plank to finish this position. So hands back in that chest press position, shoulders down and back, ribs in, abs tight. Step back till you're on that diagonal line, whichever angle works for you. Wider, narrow feet stance, right? Now from here, press your arms away towards Superman flying, and then pull your hands back down. So there's a little bit of a lat pull and a lot of core. It's like long stretch on the reformer. We press out and we pull it in. Inhale out, abs are in, stabilizing spine. As we open the front of the hips with those deep hip flexors, you'll also feel the backside activate. So don't over squeeze the glutes, but they will be active. The more you can press those abs, the more you're gonna find them. Bring it in, hold your hands at chest height. Now, narrow your stance a little bit if you weren't already. Bring your right leg to tabletop. Keep those shoulders down, spine neutral. Put that foot down. Left leg to tabletop. Put it back down. Widen your stance if you need to, but I think it's a little bit nicer, a little narrow for when you're on the one leg. Shoulders down, ribs in. Breathe. 1 more time each leg. Strong shoulders, strong ribs first. Then bring the leg in, lengthen the back of the neck. Bring it down. Bring it up with the other leg. Down. Walk yourself up. Hands down by your side. Walk forward. And just give yourself a little chest and shoulder stretch. So don't dislocate your shoulders. Just walk away a little bit. Breathe. And then bring yourself back in. All right. So I want you to shorten your straps again so that they're in that either fully shortened position or depending on the height of your door or door anchor or setup, you might use that little bunny ear to give it a little bit shorter, which is what I need with my setup. All right. If you have the straps that have the nice locking loop, which the newer models have, your handles aren't going to go anywhere. Mine don't have that locking loop, so I could totally seesaw. So I'm gonna hold both handles. You can pick one or hold both. Standing sideways, facing your camera for view one. All right, so I want you to start that there's about a 30-degree, little bit away from your body, right? Strong arm, take your outside leg away out to the side. We're gonna tip over into a star side plank-like position. You can soften your standing leg, knee, so you don't hyperextend it, right? So zip up belly, compress that obliques and abdominals, and then tip over towards your doorway. Now you're in your star. Press into the arm as you come back up, okay? So we're gonna do that one more time. Start with just a little tip over to your star, and then come back up, okay? Now, we're gonna add on to this. We're gonna go plie squat to our star. So I'm gonna step out away from the door, lower down, stand up, and then immediately tip over to that star. Tip up, find the floor, lower down, stand up, tip over to the star. So we're getting the lateral side of the body here. We go down, compressing that handle with those arms, and tip over. So stay strong in that arm, and then find the floor and down. Rise up, tip to your star, bring the foot down, lower down, and up. We're gonna hold this one over. So find your star. Now bring the arm down by your side. That's your, like, we're gonna call it the goal, right? We're gonna hold it there. We're gonna lower the leg, bring it back up to your hand. Lower the leg a little bit, bring it back up to your hand. Flexing the ankle, and that ankle leads up. So we're not turned out or in, parallel. Standing like soft, so don't let that hyperextend or knee hyperextend. Reach the knee towards the fingertip. 3, slightly flexed in that spine, right? Now hold it strong in that spine. Make sure that bottom arm is strong. Now, kick your leg forward, pull it back. Maybe add the arm reaches back as the foot comes forward, and the arm reaches forward as the leg goes back. A little counterbalance, a little side kick with a little arm swivel. Optional, you can keep that arm still. Kick, pull, one more time. Back, forward, back, and all the way up. Yep. All right. So, just take that outside arm, stand with your feet strong, and side bend that. Stretch that top side. Like a little standing mermaid. And then bring it back up. All right, we have 2 sides. So, we're gonna repeat the same stuff. So, you're probably facing away from your camera, which is fine. You'll still be able to see it, right? Okay, so have that arm a little bit out to the side. Zip up the side of the waist. Take the outside leg away. Arm out towards that parallel to the ground. And then shoulder down. Start with a couple, just tip over to your star. Come back up. Find your stability spot. And if you're too far or too close from your anchor spot, because you want to be able to have stability when you're tipped over. Okay, here comes our combo. So now we're going to go down into the little plie squat. Rise up tall. Tip towards the wall. Find the floor, tipping over your knee. Lower down in that plie. Rise up. Tip over to your star towards your wall. We go down to the ground. Stand up. Strong. To side bend over. Find the floor. Lower down. Strong in that arm on the straps. Feel those shoulder blade muscles, stabilizing them on your back. And tip over. Bring it down. And up. One more full range for me. So find the floor. Lower to your plie. Rise up. Tip to the wall. And then find your neutral spine as best you can. Strong that bottom shoulder. Reach your hand out towards your ankle. And that's our little like measure of if we're in the right spot. Lower the leg, lift it. So you're trying to let your thigh or knee come back to your hand. Ankle leads the way. Strong in that core. Soften that standing leg, make sure you're not hyperextending it. 4, 3, 2, 1. Now, we're gonna do the kick. So you can go kick, kick, pull it back. For counterbalance, the top arm can go back as you kick your leg forward. You can reach forward as you pull the leg back. Kick, kick, pull. Whoa, all kinds of instability challenges. And we all have a smarter side. No, that's normal. And we reach forward, pull it back. 2 more. Kick, kick, pull. Whoa. I almost lost it. Pull. Put the foot down, rise all the way up. Right, we have a side. Take that top arm overhead, soften knees, give yourself a little standing mermaid towards the door. And bring it back up. Whew, right? That is a level 1 beginner move. All right, you guys, we're gonna lengthen our straps down to towards the floor. So get them to the, if you have the taller doors, it's probably all the way down, but we're gonna go feet in for our plank series. So if you need your wrist support, if you like dumbbells, grab them. I needed a quick sip. All right, so you can sit cross-legged, put your feet in with your legs crossed and roll over, or you can tuck your toes. I have to adjust my cradles a little bit, so I tuck my toes. With the old straps, the way to shorten it when they're not Velcro is you pull the cradle over the handle so it's doubled up, and that's how I shorten them.
Ah, good note, thank you.
Yeah, right? It works. Okay, so hands go. Strong in those shoulders. Again, you can be on forearms or your hands, or those of you that like the dumbbells on your wrist, if you have those, that works too. We're just gonna find our plank. So shoulders down, ribs up. Hover your knees, then lengthen to plank. If you can keep your foot dorsiflex, you'll get a little more activation in that posterior chain.
Oh, I can't keep my toes in like that. Oh, this is killing my knees on me.
Shorten your cradles if you need to.
All right, so just loop it over once, yeah?
You can flip it over once if you have the not adjustable ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
It totally works. It hugs your foot. If you have the Velcro ones, you just
No. I got the $99 set.
Nice. I have the original model from 2003. They didn't have Velcro on them then. Okay, strong shoulders, hover knees, lengthen to your plank. Now open and close your legs. Open and close your legs. Keeping that nice long spine. 3, 2, belly button to the spine, and knees come down.
Want to hear my glove? Not right now.
Did that work okay?
That worked great, thank you.
Yep, that's your trick. If you have Velcro straps, you shorten the Velcro. If not, you pull the foot cradle over the handle to shorten them so your feet don't slide. Okay, we're gonna do mountain climbers. Slow and controlled. Flex your spine a little bit. When you pull the knee in, you'll get a little bit of that cat shape, and we'll get a little bit different abdominal connection, okay? So start strong in the shoulders, hover knees, lengthen to your plank. And then as you pull in, look towards your knee, lengthen back out. Look towards your knee, lengthen back out. Flex a little bit. Pull. 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 I'm gonna do one more each side. Down. Rest. I'm gonna give my wrist a little shake. All right, I'm gonna do the next one on the forearms. I would like you guys to. We're gonna do the little shoulder saw, okay? So that little shoulder blades glide down the back. So it's movement more from the scapula than anywhere else. You can go Y11, or you can make the triangle, tucking your fists with the other hand. I actually like that stability for this one because I don't get my shoulders crunched in. It helps me keep open, okay?
Okay.
So start with your long legs, find your plank. Almost lost the strap. Yep. And then shift forward and back. Feel the shoulder blade glide on your back a little bit. Belly in. 4, 3, 2, 1. Knees down and sit it back. All right. You guys up for a pike?
Let's do it.
Let's do it. All right. So option, forearms or hands. You pick. Okay? Somewhere between 3 and 8 of them. I'm probably going to choose 5. Unless my strap unflips. Okay. So forearms or hands. Strong shoulders. Lengthen out to that plank. And then pike up. Pull your feet towards you. Lengthen back out. Loop the pull. Lengthen back out. And when you're done, knees down. And then reach your arms forward. And give yourself a little kind of shell stretch with your feet still in the straps. How are we doing? We good?
Excellent.
My wrists are done.
Yeah, mine too. So, one version of side plank each side.
Okay.
So, we did some side body. These are good. I'm gonna stay on my forearm. It's much more stable than up on your hand. My leg is forward. You can go heel to toe and have like toe and heel touching or feet stacked. Whatever helps you feel connected. Top hand can be a kickstand. We're gonna start with pulling your shoulder blade down so that's set and away from your ear, right? And then use your hand if you need to come up. Hand can lift if you can keep your feet from swinging. If you're swinging, hand stays on the floor. Lift those hips off the floor for 5, 4, 3, 2, rest it down. Yeah?
Yeah.
All right. One more of those with a little scissor. Okay. So their top leg's gonna go forward, back leg back, they come back together. You can't crisscross them, your straps will get twisted. So top leg starts a little forward. Use your top hand as a kickstand, shoulder down, find your plank, and then open and close your legs. Hand can stay on the floor or come off. Scissor. It's like swimming on your side. One more, and bring it down. All right. Unravel your legs a little bit. Come to butt up. I know you guys missed these, right?
Oh yeah.
So for ease of my straps, I'm just going to keep my arches in for our reverse plank. So my hands are going to be a little bit behind me. You can come up forearms. We're just going to do 4 of our reverse plank, either into the tendon stretch or just to the reverse plank, okay? So pull your shoulder blades down first, away from your ear. Pelvic tilt to come up. And then nose to the knee as you pull your 2 or 3 your arms. And reach back out. To get there, you gotta really flex that spine and push your shoulder blades down. Reach back out. Exhale to pull it in. And bring it out. This is my last one.
We're just watching.
Get done. I wasn't counting. All right, we gotta go to the other side. Basic plank and then scissor plank. Okay? So get that elbow under your shoulder and the arm away from you. Top leg forward. Inner thighs connecting, feet are touching somewhere. And then lift up to your side plank. If you're not swinging, you can lift that hand to the sky or towards your hip, or keep it as a cupcake holder kickstand. 4, 3, 2, rest it down. I'm not cold anymore. All right, so this scissor, okay? So strong in those shoulder blades, lift the hips up, find your plank, and then scissor your legs. Top arm on the floor, on your waist, wherever works for you. 3, 2, 1. Bring it down and let your feet come out of there. Sit facing your straps, but grab your handles. Spine stretch forward will feel amazing right now. So feet up, long legs, soften your knees if you need to. Shoulders down. We're gonna press into the handles as we round forward. Abs pulling in, reaching. And then I'm going to start with initiating pelvis and shoulder blades, working all those extensors to come tall. Exhale as you reach forward, pulling your abs away from your shirt. And then shoulder blades down and head up. That felt good, right?
Yeah.
So bring your elbows to ballroom dance arms or the tilted forward goalpost. And then I just want you to twist a little bit to one side. Don't go very far. And then come back. If that's too high for your shoulders, go down to your cradles. And a little twist. Now we're going to take that into stop. So start with your elbows bent, pushing down into your handles or strap. Rotate just a little bit, and then reach the one pinky finger forward and just pull the other elbow back like bow and arrow. And then come back up tall and center to ballroom dance arms. Rotate to the other side, reach left pinky toe and right finger together. Come back up. I'm gonna rotate towards my right side. I'm gonna reach the left arm out, pinky finger to pinky toe. Come back up tall, ballroom dance. Rotate to the left. Right arm reaches to the left toe. Reach and pull the abs in. Stack back up. One more time each side. Rotate right. Left arm reaches right, one just pushes and pulls in opposition. Come back up tall center. Last time. Rotate left. Reach that right arm forward. Flex forward, pull down and back with that left arm in counter action of that hand reaching forward. And bring it back. Yeah? Okay. Grab your handles. Plant your feet on the floor, close to your hips. Shoulders down. And now, we're gonna dig those heels into your mat or the floor, and then stand up, go at an angle. Keep the elbows in that row position. Sit back towards your heels. Stand up, like your rocket ship taking off. Sound effects for the regular planes. 2 more. Last one. Walk your feet back till you're standing up. Forward fold. One more time. Drop your head. Round your spine. Come all the way up tall. So you guys, I want you to straighten those arms. Walk back pretty far. I might be ever so slightly going out of camera range here. Keep grasping your straps. We're gonna widen our stance a little bit. Hinge at your hips. Hold on to your straps. Drop your booty back away from you. Tailbone pointing away. Bend one knee and rotate towards your straight leg. And then come back up and go the other way. I shorten my straps just for camera angle so that if someone watches this later, they can see me. Come back to center, hang in the center, feel that low back and pelvis kind of release, and then go back to the first side one more time. So one knee is bent, rotating towards a straight leg, feeling the stretch in the side of the body and the low back. Back to center, to your second side. Feel that stretch, should feel yummy. Bring it back, pull yourself up, release your straps. Great job, y'all.